Welcome to my channel. My name is Gayle, and today we're going to do a short, quick video for your feet. So 5 minutes for your feet. Let's get started. So all you need is really a wall, maybe a ball, but that's not totally necessary. And we're going to start by stretching out through the toes. So cross your left foot above your right knee, thread your fingers in between your toes and see if you can get all the way down to the base of your fingers and the base of the toes. If you can't, no problem, just get in there as much as you can. Start to point your foot and stretch the toes out a little bit, and then flex your foot and stretch the toes back. And just go back and forth, nice and gently, and start to circle the ankle. So as you circle outward, flex your foot and evert the ankle. As you circle inward, point your toes and invert the ankle. And just find a nice, smooth range of motion. Reverse the direction of your circles. Then hold your arch and just very gently twist your foot. So you can see I'm just twisting the foot a little bit, and then hold the heel and continue twisting the foot. And alternate between squeezing your toes in towards your fingers and spreading the fingers to spread the toes. So you're squeezing the toes and spreading the toes. Back and forth a couple of times. And keeping the toes spread, release your fingers, place your foot on the floor, and see if you can lift the big toe and keep the other 4 toes down. And keep the big toe down, lift the other 4 toes up. Now if you've never done this before, it might be a little tricky. You might have to use your hands to hold the toes down. But with practice, you'll find that this gets easier and easier to do. And just stretch your foot out for a moment and notice if you feel a difference between your 2 feet. Like if the foot we just worked on, to me, feels it has more sensation, more aliveness, more like awareness of all the different parts of the foot. And then we'll do the same thing on the other foot. So our feet actually have 26 bones, 33 ligaments, 33 joints, 107 ligaments, and 19 muscles. So there's a lot packed into a small area. So start to stretch and flex. Always being gentle but firm. Circle. And circle the other direction. You may notice a couple of clicks. Like I have a click in this ankle from a really bad sprain several years ago. And then hold the arch of your foot and gently twist. And you can feel all that flexibility in your foot. So we want flexibility and stability. And then hold the heel and just gently twist a little bit. Spread the fingers to spread the toes. Lower your foot down and lift the big toe up, lower it down, lift the pinky toes up, lift and lower. Back and forth. Taking your time, playing with this. Good, and now let's come up to standing. So it can be nice to have a tennis ball just to give you something to hug into. So if you have the tennis ball or the Yoga Tuneup ball, place the ball just behind your ankles. And if you don't have a ball, like you can just maybe bring your big toe mounds together so you have something to hug into. And what we're going to focus on is shifting the weight forward and lifting up through the heels, keeping the big toe mounds down, and then lowering down, nice and slowly and with control. And we're going to do that just 5 times. So hug in, lift up, lower down slowly. So it feels like you're just lightly touching down with your heels. So a little bit of shift of the weight forward, hug in, lift up, and slowly lower down. 2 more. Hug in, lift up, slowly lower. Last one. So really using, like activating the legs hugging in, the core engaging, to be able to not just plop down. And then place your feet about hip distance apart, and we're just gonna roll around on all the parts of the feet. So shifting the weight forward towards the front of the foot, off to the sides, back into the heels. And just feeling that range of motion. Reverse the direction of your circles. And come back to neutral, and let's say this is going to be like a wall. So place your foot, maybe start with it just 1.5 inches or so away from the wall. Spread the toes, and you want your knee to be facing right along your second toe and your third toe. Try and keep this arch lifted as you bring your knee forward to touch the wall, heels staying down. And just go back and forth a couple of times. And you can try seeing if you can bring your foot a little bit further away. Same thing, really keep the arch in the foot. Stretch your foot forward. So it's important to have good flexion in our ankles to have healthy feet, because our gait depends on the flexibility in our ankles to be able to weight the feet properly as we walk. So I'm just going to bring back just one more little bit. And then we'll switch feet. So keeping that foot nice and engaged, arch lift, toe, knee in line with the toes. Maybe seeing if you can go a little bit further back. Good, and one last little touch. Come into a squat to end. So if you can't squat, you can place your back against the wall to hold this. You want to keep the arches lifted and the knees still pointing in the same direction as the toes. If you give your feet some tender, loving care, they will treat you much better. Your whole body will feel better, because a lot of how we feel is based on the health of our feet, because it affects our hips up into our neck and shoulders. A lot of problems can originate with the feet, and we have them stuck in shoes most of the time, so we don't even notice. So squatting, massaging the feet, rolling around, all that's really good. I hope your feet feel great. Thank you for watching this video, and please hit the like button, subscribe, tell your friends. I would love to hear your comments. Thanks a lot. Namaste.